Well, no carrots yet, but radishes. And we did expect the radishes to come up first. And they certainly have. Look at that. Huh. Yay.
It's like a mini greenhouse, isn't it?
It is. It's a good idea, I think. We've just got to the allotment. First time in a few days, partially because of weather. Potatoes are going crazy. Spring onions too. We've got a new wheelbarrow. We've just brought all this stuff down in it. There you go. I'm going to pass the camera to Kath because she's been
my hands full.
She's been looking at the strawberries and the sweet corn.
Loads of stuff in the wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, strawberries. Everything's
Bigger.
Grown.
The flowers looking better.
This needs sorting out because the pak choi's well and truly gone over. Still eat it though, but it's been held back by the netting. The first thing I always look at are the peas because they do not look like they're doing so well. No, they've been eaten. So that's a shame. Yeah, this bed needs sorting. What's the beetroot like? Yeah, I could probably take a few beetroot, little ones. We'll have to get the net off this and have a good look underneath that. But, okay, that's Alex's bed, which has lots of weeds in it. These are baby sweet corn. Again, needs weeding, there's bindweed in there. So I need to sort that out. Strawberries are getting bigger and have some really nice looking strawberries on there. So there's a couple down here. I think next year there's some that have been eaten. There's a raspberry cane in here as well, so that needs to come up. There's always a lot to do. Baby sweet corn, getting bigger. The flower bed's looking good. There's even lettuce in there, look. Dahlias are looking a little bit over. That's okay, I'll just cut those back. There's loads more buds to come. Borage has grown massive. Fennels looks like it's gone over a bit, so that needs to be rectified. These are the ordinary sweet corn. That one's even got a side shoot coming off it. Never seen that before. Is that normal? There's another one. Wonder if I could do something with those. I don't know. Wow. Okay. This is one of the reasons why we're here. We have got 2 courgettes in the back pot there that desperately need the ground. Look at the size of them. Butternut squash there has grown really well. I think it's time now to take this plastic off and give them something to grow up. I've also got leeks to put in, which are here. They're looking fairly healthy. I was a bit worried about them because of watering. This is sprouting broccoli, which needs a bigger cage because it's outgrown it. This has definitely gone to seed now. Look at that. All the seed pods. You're going to have to sort this out. Definitely sort this out. And the spinach is also starting to bolt. So we'll be looking at that shortly to sort out. Because although it does look pretty, it's pretty. Maybe I could take some seeds from that, possibly. Yeah, everything's growing. Those are Brussels sprouts at the back. And chard. Again, this needs to be raised. The netting needs to be raised on this. And weeding. Celery's looking good. It's getting a lot bigger. And broad beans. And a few nettles. No signs of beans yet. That's okay. cabbages. Sorry if you can't see that. Seeing whether they're hearting up or again, this needs making bigger, really, to allow growth. The runner beans seem to be pretty slow in growth, and although I have used chicken pellet, manure, and what was the other thing I used? Blood, bone, can't remember what it's called, you know, a feed. I am going to start feeding with Tomerite, so I can do that today using the watering can. Yeah, loads of flowers. Maybe I put too many in, possibly, but they're beautiful, aren't they? Alex needs to come back and weed his patch. I did wonder, does anybody know what this is? That, to me, looks a little bit like tree spinach. Does anybody know? Be interesting to find out. Yeah, things are growing. Oh, this patch needs good weed. Again, this is Alex's, and his onions have got scapes on them now as well, so lots of loads to do. And that is what we're here for. I have brought down bird cam, so we can possibly do that today, see if we can get some footage of that. I've brought down a dustpan and brush for the shed, because that needs sorting. Excuse the hand. Yeah, we'll just make a start and see how we get on, really.
So here's the little shed toy that Kath bought. She's just filling the rubbish bag in the background, that's the noise. We had a lot of very good suggestions for names, and later on when we get home and I can charge my phone, I'm going to read out all the suggestions, and then you guys can vote which one you think it should be for a name for this little fella. And then I ended up buying this one. Not quite sure what to do about this one yet in terms of names. I think firstly we'll name the other one. Yeah. So I've remembered the food and drink again, and
come up with suggestions.
Well, if you want to give us suggestions for this one, then please do, and we'll probably put that to a vote on the next video. I've bought food, beef and black bean sauce. Kath's bought power tools. Seems to be how it goes. And she's just sorting out the rubbish bags because we bought bin bags finally, instead of relying on compost bags and so on.
Rubble sacks.
Yeah. And this in the wheelbarrow here is an indicator of how much it's rained.
Yeah.
So, but you know, rainwater's good. It will be used. And I think
that wheelbarrow I am going to make a framework for.
Yeah.
And drill holes in it and use it as a planter.
It will be a planter.
So I'll take all the handles and everything off, and then just create a frame around it, I think.
Which I think was the overwhelming majority suggestion, was to use it as a planter.
As a planter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compost bin is going down, which is always a good sign. I've just thrown a load of food scraps in there. I'll turn that later. But yeah, first things first for me, and that's to try and finish the bed for the courgettes, because they are definitely needing to go in the ground.
There we are. That's a much better way of getting rid of rubbish, using rubble sacks and cable ties. I can get that in the car and take it down the tip. I'd like to get a metal bin. At the moment I'm using just a plastic pot, and then putting my next rubbish bag inside that until it's full. So that's one thing that we can kind of tidy up, try and keep things clean.
You can see what we're going to have tonight. Kath has taken the chard out of here, and look, you can now see the beetroot properly. Her peas have been chewed up. In fact, something's going for the leaves on the beetroot. But the beetroot's still growing. In fact, there's a couple in there. You can see shoulders. There they are. Any more? Can we see any more? I'm not sure. Kath thinks there's a couple that are ready. She's going to plant some leeks in here because leeks deter the insects that plague beetroot. and the beetroot produces something in the soil that leeks like. I don't know what it is. I'm not a professional, but they go well together. We know that. So
We'll find out and let you know.
oh. Meanwhile, do you remember that massive root and that bit of metal that was in the ground that we kind of left? Yeah, that's now out. And we're going to plant the courgette finally, which is getting little baby courgettes on. As you can see in there, underneath the flower. In fact, it's also got green fly.
Is it?
Yeah. Might have to spray some soapy water on that.
Well, maybe it might encourage
Ladybirds.
the ladybirds to come in.
Yeah, and we do get ladybirds here. We'll monitor that, I think.
Yeah.
But for now, it needs to go in the ground. Yeah, that's definitely ready to be planted. Look at the roots on it.
There's 2 plants there.
Yeah, we need to go very carefully separate them. Oh, it's windy today. Anyway, courgettes are in. Hurrah! We'll keep an eye on the green fly. We have the pipes in, we've tested, and they are draining nicely. Now, we put the pipes in because courgettes don't like getting their leaves wet. They prefer to be watered from the roots, so do all the squashes. So that's why you'll see us with pipes next to some plants.
Also, you have to make sure that you firm them when you plant them.
Yeah.
That you firm them down with your foot.
Yeah, Kath says when you plant them,
Like
you have to
study.
firm them down
They rock around in the ground otherwise.
with your foot, otherwise they'll rock around because they're not the sturdiest of plants, are they?
No.
I'm going to go and heat up some lunch and then I think the next job will be raising some of these cages because the plants are outgrowing them, particularly the brassicas. Well, I never! Kath's just said, "What's that?" at the base of Pak Choi. Snail eggs. They're little snails. We'll have to rehome them somewhere, Kath.
In the compost heap.
Good idea.
Yeah, about getting one of those outdoor rugs, Brennan.
Outdoor rug for the
An
shed.
outdoor rug, yeah.
Right, lunch is cooking. Just changed the gas so we can have the kettle on at the same time. It's feeling productive in here. Oh, hey. Thanks, Kath.
This is known as ladybird rehoming. Hopefully, he'll enjoy the green fly on my courgettes. It kind of feels bad and wrong to be pulling up these pak choi. We have had a lot of harvest from them though. I will take the best bits from these, the rest will go into compost. But also the bees were enjoying them, so I feel a bit bad about that. I am going to keep one in here to flower and seed, and hopefully I'll be able to keep the seed and keep the bees happy. But yeah, it's definitely time to sort this bed out. I can't put the leeks with the beetroot because although the leeks are a good companion plant to the beetroot, they're not a good companion plant to the peas that have been eaten. There are a few peas left, so I'll just let them grow and see how that goes. I might even replace the ones that have been eaten and bear with it, I think. But I can't put the leeks in there, so I'm going to clear this bed and put the leeks in here and see how that does. Fingers crossed.
Here we are then.
Yeah.
Lunch, beef and black bean sauce, cup of tea. I'm saying lunch is ready.
Oh, right, okay.
Come and help yourself. Num num num. It's a bit dark in here with the blinds down, although I do like the blinds down. Kettle's on again. I think what I'm going to do is invest in some rechargeable lights that I can bring down here, because for filming, cooking, when we do plot to pot, it's going to need more light. Anyway, food was lovely. Now I need to do the dishes in this. It's a bowl that you can push open like that on both sides. Collapsible bowl for camping. Got it from Car Boot. I think it was like 50p. Doing it one-handed is tricky. There you go. Handy little thing, packs away nicely. So I'll do the dishes, and then my battery is really low. I didn't plan this very well. So I won't be filming too much more today, but hopefully I've got enough to show the brassica bed upgrade before we go.
So everything's gone out of this bed bar one pak choi, which I'm going to leave in, let flower, and hopefully I'll be able to collect the seeds from that. I'm going to get this bed ready now by putting fish, blood and bone. Is that right? I always get it wrong. Top the compost up with that, and then I'll put my leeks into this bed. Hopefully that's going to be okay, because I've got sweet peas on the other side. Is that going to be a problem? I don't know. Laura is weeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weeding. So, next job on the agenda. Leeks and weeding. So, I've never done this before, but apparently you dig a 6-inch deep hole, like so, there's 8 there. Then you fill the holes with water and you put your leeks in. So I'm going to try with the first 8 and see how it goes. There is a snail in the spout of my watering can though, so I don't think it's going to go very well. Okay, so I've filled the first hole and the water just disappeared straight away. So, I don't know, try again. Let's try again. Left-handed watering. Oops, missed. There we go. And then you put your leek plant. See, disappeared. This isn't going very well, is it? Also, which I forgot to mention, because I've just remembered myself, is that you cut the roots. So you cut the roots back. I'd probably put the leek in the hole first and then water it. And see how that goes. Again. 6 inches, I mean, I don't know if that's 6 inches deep, but it's a fairly big hole. Let's see.
Didn't see it.
Oh, okay. And then you cut the roots, so I'll go down. Yes. I'll put the leek in the hole, like so. Then I'll put the water in, because that makes more sense. I think it makes sense. And I'll do that with each. The spacing, I'm unsure about the spacing. But I mean, how big do leeks grow? About that big? So that should be enough space between each, shouldn't it? Yeah, I think so. We'll go with that. So all the leeks are in now. Hopefully you can just see them under the net. I'll put the net back on. Sorry, my battery just died. So I'm now on Laura's phone. His battery is about to die, but we'll give it a go. So leeks are in. Net is on, as a just in case. And I sowed some nasturtium seeds at home. There were 3 here that have come up, so I've brought them down to the allotment. I've actually planted them in toilet roll tubes, and I've sat them on the surface of the compost. And I'm hoping that they won't break this little surround as they grow. And they'll grow up and spill out over the front of the raised bed, and, with any luck, look very pretty. Laura has weeded along this bed. And the stepping stones. Yeah, I've still got a long way to go with those. There's always other jobs that need doing. And then when I looked at the cabbages, these are supposed to be green acre. Laura's having some sort of fun over there with...
It's a nettle root.
Oh, is it? Okay.
They're really long. And
Aren't
they
they
just
just
crisscross under the ground. I'll pick them up tomorrow.
So, Mum said these were green acre. It's Mum that sowed them for us in the first place. But the leaves are very bubbly. More like a Savoy or something. So I don't know if there's a problem with them, because they shouldn't look like that, or if it's just a different variety of cabbage. I'm not sure. I might have to either look it up, speak to Mum again. These are sprouting broccoli. I think you're not supposed to put your calabres in with cabbages, but I did it last year. It was fine last year, so I've done it again. We've taken that off because this section here needs to raise up and become bigger to take the broccoli and allow the cabbages to sort of grow out a little bit more. I think there's too many cabbages in that bed, but when you plant them in the beginning, they're really tiny, and you think, oh yeah, that'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Are you okay there, Laura?
Yes.
You don't look okay.
It's on and on.
What are we doing about bird cam?
We can do that today or tomorrow. It's up to you. But it's
We-
getting quite late.
We need to find somewhere good somewhere along this tree line.
Yeah. You can put that up now.
In the cob trees.
Whilst I battle these roots.
And test it out, but are they going to eat anything? I mean, where are the birds?
Oh, I can hear them.
No, I can hear them.
They're around.
We'll see.
So I've been
We'll
weeding,
see.
and when I get down here, it's all nettles. Look at the difference in the soil, in the colour. It's softer. It's just nicer soil. Is that the nettles that's done that, I wonder?
I don't know, but you've always been a bit of a bookworm, haven't you?
Yeah. Hey?
Reading. You like reading.
Yes, so I need to find out the answer, but I'm just wondering if I know that nettles are very, very good for plants.
I know my jokes about Laura,
Yeah.
but that one went straight over your head, didn't it?
Yeah.
Weeding.
Oh, weeding.
Reading.
Anyway, yeah. Nettles, very good for soil. Proof is in the soil. Thanks. Right, well, we have taken out the tent poles from the bottom of the blue piping and replaced them with canes, which are longer. Kath's just doing a bit of a repair and strengthen job. So cable tying the top cane, it was just tied with
Have you got the scissors?
string. I've left the scissors on the table. I'll be back.
Oh, right, okay.
Franken-net is complete. Call it Franken-net because it looks like we've given it stitches. We needed 2 sheets of netting. Plenty of room for growth now. Have to go because it's late and phones are dying. But tomorrow's jobs will be to Franken-net these ones and weed this path, amongst other things. The weather's a bit better today. Day 2. We have a lot of stuff to bring down from the car and can't carry it. So I have to get the wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow is so much better than the old one. It's very sturdy. I don't expect much of a change once we step into... Ooh, look at these. Distracted. Oh, and all the bees love it. All you can hear is buzzing. One in this flower, see? Buzzing everywhere. I don't know if I managed to catch that on camera at all. And look at the seeds on this grass. Anyway, Catherine's waiting for me and I'm stood here chatting. Hello, pigeon. Well, Franken-net stayed up all night, so that's handy. We do have some wire with us for the potatoes. Ooh, I see more red strawberries. We ate the others last night that we picked. Lots of flowers about to come out. The courgettes survived their first night. Jolly good. Where did I put the wheelbarrow? The leeks have survived their first night. We have a lot to do and not an awful lot of time to do it in. Isn't that the way? There it is. This is why we needed wheels. This roll of wire, very strong wire, we got from a metal detecting dig about a year ago, maybe. The farmer was getting rid of it and we thought, well, that'll come in handy one day. So he let us have it. And it might come in handy today for potatoes, maybe not, don't know. We bought some straw that we had in the shed for the potatoes, I think. But yeah, the wire's been in our back garden since then, so it's good to get that down here. And then obviously milk and things. Yeah.
So this is second day on the allotment, being Tuesday. We've brought the bird cam down, and I don't know if you remember, but there wasn't anywhere for them to perch. So I bought a drawer handle. I think it's maybe metal and coated. But the screws were far too long, so I've just cobbled a bit of wood on the back there to house the screws.
Not any old bit of wood. That was out of our utensil holder.
Yeah, it's part of a spatula handle. No, it's one I didn't use. And finally the SD card has come. So we're going to try and get this up and running in one of the trees, and hopefully we'll get some footage of this for this video.
So we just filled up all the little bird foody bit that goes around, see? Kav's trying to work out how to get the camera on. Oh, I think you're probably filming yourself there.
Yeah, I don't know what setting it's on.
If we just
it's going to take a photo, isn't it? And then it's going to do 10 seconds of film.
If we just go for default and see with just what we get.
Yeah, I think that's how it goes on, isn't it? It just goes to default, which is a photograph and then 10 seconds of film.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope that is the case.
That looks like it's going to fall out.
No, it's set.
Is it secure?
It is set in there.
Right, now we have to find somewhere to pop it.
We need the straps as well, don't we?
Which are in that box there.
There's all sorts of things in here, and I'm not sure. Probably, well, I'm guessing the straps for now, and it might be actually that we put it on a poster at some point if we can't find. I'm not sure how this works.
That's very Kath. You get half a sentence.
I haven't figured that out yet.
Right, I'll come back when we've got it on a tree or something.
Yeah.
Well, we managed to figure out the sticky bit at the
Mounting.
bottom. Yeah, mount, that's the word. Are they trying to tighten it up so it doesn't move?
Yeah, it probably needs, maybe it'll go a bit further.
It looks impressive. Well, we got it in the tree. We put extra string on top for security because we're expecting some rather big storms in a couple of days. But when we turn it on, it's on test mode and it's staying on now. But on the on bit, it keeps turning off. I really hope it's not faulty after being so excited at having found this. And if it is, I will definitely look into getting another one because now I've got it, I really want it. But I'm going to leave it like that for now and just see what happens, I think.
So I spent a short while putting some more flags into the path without tripping over the ones that I haven't done, which I just did. So, do you know, I'm so glad you didn't see that.
They're a bit loose because I've weighed.
You only felt it. You only felt it. It's okay, we're all still alive. Thank goodness. I almost poked my eye out on a tree a minute ago, and Laura almost impaled herself on another branch from the same tree. So,
Revenge of the tree.
yeah, we're not being liked at the moment. Anyway, so I did a bit of path. Yeah, it's wonky, you know. I don't mind a bit of wonky. And then, me being me, decided that I was going to start a new project. I mean, is it a project that I'm going to... Involves this. Look at that. Bought this. Well, it might involve this. I don't know if it's going to work. Bought this on... Oh, look, it's just fallen out. Look at that. Oh, this is not going well, Laura.
No, but I'm sure it's fairly entertaining.
Well... Right, okay. Right, hang fire. It's just comedy of errors, isn't it? Really.
It really is.
Laura is still weeding. I am still playing with this thing here. I'm really sorry about the filming, but I'm not having a good day. Anyway, so I got bored of the path and thought, what else can I do? And then I spotted this pallet, which actually was one big square pallet. And I thought, I wonder if I could make that into a bug hotel. So chopped it in half and then sort of cobbled it back together, as you can probably see from the base along here. Put a few screws in. And I thought I might put it between the bird bath and the rhubarb. And there's a couple of canes over there, which marks the spot, hopefully, if I've measured properly. I didn't measure properly, I measured by eye. I mean, if you're here for knowledge, you've come to the wrong place. Because we just do haphazard stuff. But it keeps us quiet, doesn't it? Sort of.
Doesn't keep you quiet.
Well, okay, it doesn't keep me quiet. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't want the pallet to go to waste because it is starting to rot a little bit. Let me tell you. Yeah, it was starting to rot a bit, and I didn't just want to stick it on the fire. I wanted to try and make use of it. And I do. Yeah, I'm bleeding.
Are you alright?
How did I manage that?
Have you put your hand on a screw?
Sorry, warning. Don't know how I've managed it. It's a good job. It's a good job we've got a first aid kit. I'm not actually sure how I'd... That wasn't the screw, that was the other hand. Anyway.
Do you need a plaster?
I don't know. I don't know, I've grazed myself on something. Anyway, forget that. What was I saying? I didn't want it to go to waste. I didn't want to just burn it, or I thought I'd try and make a bug hotel. I've got a few things at home. I've got some really giant pine cones, which I thought might be nice. We've got a few bricks that I could put in there, maybe drill a few holes in those if my hands will live up to the job. And bits of wood, cane with holes in. We've got wire if I need to use wire. Apparently you can roll up cardboard as well and use cardboard. So I'm gonna see if this drill, if it stays in place, see if I can drill a couple of biggish holes to fix some posts in, and then I can slide the pallet over the top of them. We did something similar with the compost bin that we built. Similar thing, put some posts in the ground and slid the pallets over the top of them, and then just kind of fixed everything together. So I'm going to try and do that. I don't know how long my attention span will last. I may get so far and then give up and come back to it on another day, or I might just get stuck in and enjoy myself. I don't know yet. So that was a job that I wasn't expecting to do today. We still have nets that need rebuilding and making bigger to house the things that are starting to grow a bit taller. My courgettes are looking, oh, they're okay, but they're a little wilted. I'll show you. They're looking a little wilted. Having said that, there are flowers on them, and what looks like the start of some courgettes. As long as they're being pollinated, then we will get courgettes off them. I mean, you can do it yourself with a brush, a paintbrush, and go around and pollinate all the flowers. I have had to do that before. I've got the phone on the stand, but we're on the wonk at the moment. Sometimes it's just nice to sit and just take in your surroundings, really. And having taken in my surroundings, I can see that there's a up. Where's the camera? Up there. Up on the arch, I've missed a tie that I didn't cut back. Yeah. I need to just get my brain together and re-motivate myself to get on with the next bit of this job. Okay, let's give it a go. I don't know how well this is going to work. It could be that actually I need to bring the spade out, because the posts that I want to put in are quite big. Let's see how well this works. Feels quite wobbly. Coming loose. Yeah, there we go, it's loose. Okay. Maybe it just be, but you can use these. You can use these for drilling holes, obviously, for things like leaks. Let's try again. Yeah, it's coming loose, so I don't know if this is actually the right thing to be. Yeah. Okay, well, I have made a hole, but maybe I should just go back to the trusty spade. Maybe this just isn't right for this particular drill. I don't know. One more try. One more try, because I don't like to be. Sorry, I know this is a really compromising position. No. Okay, I'll give that up as a bad job and just use a spade and dig a hole.
Oh, the paths look a lot better, don't they?
Huh?
Weeded.
Sorry?
I'm filming. Kath thinks I'm talking to her. Oop. I think I just tripped over the same one Kath did.
It's lethal here, isn't it?
Yeah, that one. All up there. Down here, I took the net off the onions and whatever's in here. Cabbage. And kale, and it was growing all sorts of other things willy-nilly. A bit like this one is. That'll be another day. All down here. The rhubarb had plenty of things growing in it that's not rhubarb. And I went all the way around there. So, because I've given up on weeding, although there's always more weeding, isn't there? Always. But that's enough for one day. I'm going to not trip over this step again. I'm going to have a cup of tea because my next job is to make a franken net for this one that's outgrowing the little one.
So, this is all wood that we got for free from various places off Facebook Marketplace. Now, I mean, I could make this a permanent fixture by putting concrete around it. Is it postcrete, I think it's called? But I don't really want to make anything permanent because if I change my mind, I can do something else. So, let's hope that this is going to be enough.
it's not the neatest, but I did it by myself and I'm quite pleased with that. And there we'll have more room to grow now, so that's good. The other one, the framework's there. I can't get the net on my own. I'll have to wait for Catherine. That one will need weeding. I know I said no more weeding, but it was on the list. And Catherine's just wielding a mallet. Okay.
So that's as far as it goes. I started cutting canes up to fill the left-hand corner, as you might be able to see. And I also started drilling bricks, but I have no masonry drill bits, so I will need to buy some. And I also managed to cut myself with the secateurs, cutting the canes. So I'm obviously getting tired and I think we're going to have to give up. But we still have the net to put on. Show you. On the calabrese, or the broccoli, the sprouting broccoli. So we're going to put the net on here, cover them up for the night and go home. How are you feeling?
Itchy.
Itchy?
Yeah.
You've done a fair bit of weeding today, haven't you?
Yeah.
Everything's watered. I forgot to feed everything. I was going to feed everything with Tom, alright? Yeah, why not? Okay, I'll just come your way.
I'll do it next time we're here.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot. It's because we're tired.
Your knuckles look sore,
Yeah.
Flora. There we go.
Okay, I'm sure that's a terrible angle.
It's fine.
Ooh, packaging. There you go. Cat's new toy.
Now who did we see?
Jessie on plots. What number is she? 31?
27.
27?
Plot.
I don't know. Anyway, she was using
Oh,
one of
look at
these.
that big. Ooh.
She was using one of these and Kath was like, ooh. And you put your plant feed in here.
Yeah.
And then you attach this bit to the hose. And as the water goes through, it mixes with the plant feed and all of your plants get a feed at the same time.
Yeah, so I thought I'd have to go with Tom, alright?
It feels a bit...
Yeah, how much was that?
About £6-7.
Right, okay, so it's a fairly cheap
Yeah.
thing to buy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, even if it lasted us the season...
Yeah, it's fine. 3 ounces
Yeah.
it holds just over. And then it will mix and you've got all the mist, cone, rinse, stream, flat centre, jet, shower options, which is more than we've got on that one.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Might be quite
we
good.
meant to do that today.
I'm guessing you could probably put a liquid feed in there or something that's granulated, maybe.
Yeah, it'll all mix in here.
Yeah.
And then it will go back out and through.
Okay.
So, new toy
We'll have to give that a go next time.
next time.
In the meantime, we still have this net to put up.
Oh.
What time is it? It's alright, I'm on dinner duty tonight.
5:45.
Wow. Doesn't the time fly
This
though?
happened last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's get done.
Time flies when you're having fun.
When you're cutting your fingers and prodding yourself with branches.
So we've run out of steam and we haven't
I should tell you.
pegged the netting down. We've just put bits of wood down just to keep it down for now. And hopefully we'll have a bit more energy tomorrow.
See what they're called, wood lice.
They like wood, don't they?
Yeah, I can't do any more now.
Mm.
That's it.
Let's pack our stuff up.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah. Wonky.
Well, everything here is wonky.
When we peg it down, it'll
Whoops,
be
Daisy.
a lot straighter, hopefully. Oh God.
What's the matter with us today?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Little final
I don't
rounds.
really feel like I've had a good look round today. As far as we're aware, no birds have gone to bird cam yet, but I don't know, I wouldn't expect them to really because they don't know it's there. It's going to take a few days for them to realise what it is.
I haven't put food on the other tables,
No.
so hopefully there'll be more drawn there. There's a lot of white clover here. The bees love it.
Yeah.
If it was pink clover, you could make lemonade out of that. So we've only got white clover.
I'll leave it for the bees for now.
Oh yeah.
At some point we'll be strimming again, no doubt.
Yeah.
At some point. The cherry trees have no cherries. I think there might be one somewhere.
It's gone.
Has it?
Yeah, it was on the table with peck marks in it.
No, there's one here, look.
Ooh, got another one.
Just there. And Laura came up with a great plan. The plan is, because the strawberries getting eaten by mainly wood lice, slugs, that we'd buy those, do you know the little gift bag netting bags, drawstring bags? That we'd get a few of those and put the strawberries in them and then draw the string tight to stop things from eating them. But I said to Laura, well, maybe if we ever get cherries on this, more than one, we could try the same with cherries and see if that helps. I know a lot of people do actually net the whole tray with the kind of netting that we've been using. It's a possibility, I suppose. Big bumblebee flying around me. Anyway, I do love being here, I have to say, but it is hard work also, and you have to make sure that you don't get overwhelmed by it and just do a little bit each day. Or, you know, when you can come down. We're not here every day, obviously, but we're here as much as we can be, and just by doing a little bit really does help.
Okie dokie, I've come home to some post. I thought we were going to end the vlog there, but I just wanted to show this. Sally Morgan, who, there's her name there, who Abby and I went to watch, has actually written books on working land. She's done a degree in horticulture and has her own plot. Well, she has her own farm, as you can imagine. And this is so well written, all about soil, pH balance, how to test for it, planning your plot, all the things to plant, how to best look after things. That's a gift from Catherine and I'm loving it. And the other thing, so it is allotment related, Temu. They often do this. You can have so many gifts for free, and I think, yeah, right, and I've never done it. I've done it now. And I got this. This is a solar powered. That solar panel comes out, it's got a long lead. I'm not going to get it out because only Kath can get it back in, it seems. It is an FM radio, but also Bluetooth radio. There's the antenna. It's got a very bright torch. I said I needed more lighting in the shed. On that side and on this side. And it can charge your phone, anything really. Look at all these different charge points. Me being the little prepper that I am, thought that would be very useful either in the shed or in the car or in the house if we have a power cut, or any time I might just keep it with me. So 2 very useful pieces of post which I look forward to reading and using. Yeah. Well, the plants are getting a good water, but obviously we are not going to the allotment today. Oh, I've got you perched on top of a box of tea bags. There you go. A bit high though, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yep. So we had the question of what should we call the soft cuddly pot plant toy, which is in the shed, and we had some brilliant suggestions. I'm going to read them to you now, and if I can work out how to put the vote thing, the kind of tally vote, up on the screen, oh, you're going, then I'll put that up as well. And then if you can click which one you want the pot to be called, and we'll announce the winner on our next allotment vlog. If I can't work it out, you're not going to see that option up there or up there. You'll have to comment down below and we'll tally them. hopefully I've got them all. So we had 3 suggestions for the name Sprout. We had Happy Potter and Harry Potter, Jaffa, 2 suggestions for Buddy, Mr. Carrot, Carrot, Fred in the Shed, Flora, Potty Pots, Miss Potty, Jareth and Lottie. And if I've missed anybody's, I am very sorry. There's quite a lot of comments to go through to pick them up. But there will be another chance to help name the toadstool plush that you've seen today. So for the time being, if you can all vote on the names that I've just said and give us some ideas for the toadstool as well. Now the thing that Kath's asked me to mention is bird cam. We got the SD card and put it in and the batteries, set it all up as you saw, very excited about that. And then we left it overnight. I know that Alex and his daughter went down to the plot that evening and his daughter was dancing around in front of it to see if we could capture anything. And we brought it home and it was just dark. There were no pictures, there were no videos, and it didn't matter what we tried to get the SIM card into the computer with a SIM card reader. We plugged the camera directly into the computer. We tried all sorts of different things. It picked up nothing. So we're absolutely gutted, but we think it's faulty and we think that might be why it was sold at the car boot sale. However, we've really got our hearts set on this now. So we're going to purchase another one soon and set it up, and hopefully, well, it will come with a guarantee, the one that we purchase. We will be able to get a bird cam out to you soon. So bear with us, that is in the pipeline. But yeah, have a vote on the names. There's some great suggestions there, and give us some ideas for the toadstool too. I hope you enjoyed this. Many thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you on the next one. Bye bye.